Hello everyone, I'm Manuel Obregon and today I'm going to talk about how the Walt Disney Company bought Lucasfilm Limited. In October of 2012, Disney had a negotiation with Lucasfilm Limited in which Disney will uh, became the owner of Lucasfilm Limited. But before I get into detail on this negotiation, let me tell you a little background about these two companies. Lucasfilm Limited, founded by George Lucas in 1971, is a fully integrated entertainment company. Besides the business in the film industry, Lucasfilm is also known for Industrial Light and Magic and Skywalker Sound, which helps to meet the digital needs in the entertainment business for visual effects and audio post-production. Other activities within the company are Lucas Arts, Lucas Animation, Lucas Licensing, and Lucas Online. But really, what people knows Lucasfilm better is for the two big franchises, Indiana Jones and Star Wars. The Walt Disney Company is a leader in diversified international family entertainment and media enterprise. It covers most of the entertainment business aspects, motion pictures, studio entertainment, interactive media, and also is known for its parks and resorts. The Walt Disney Company also owns Pixar, Marvel Entertainment, ESPN, and ABC. Today, I'm going to talk about how the Walt Disney Company got into negotiation with Lucasfilm Limited and how Disney now owns Lucasfilm. The interest of Disney wanting to buy Lucasfilm was because Star Wars had a place already in one of the theme parks at Disney Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, based in Florida. Disney is also planning on following with the Star Wars saga, with a movie coming up in 2015. And following 2 or 3 years after the Star Wars Episode 7 movie release, another films will be made. This deal could make more money than the $4.05 billion for Disney. With the acquisition of Lucasfilm, Disney will benefit from the movies, attractions at the theme parks, and also products from two big franchises, Indiana Jones and Star Wars. The interests that I found in Lucasfilm of being bought by Disney are simple. According to George Lucas, I'm gonna open a quotes here. This is what George Lucas said: "Is I'm confident that with Lucasfilm under the leadership of Kathleen Kennedy and having a new home within the Disney organization, Star Wars will certainly live on and flourish for many generations to come." Close quote. So basically, George Lucas wanted to leave his legacy in good hands and with a company that is big in the entertainment business. And what better company than Disney? Plus, George Lucas got a good reason amount of money, $4.05 billion, making him one of the richest persons in America. Also, as George Lucas commented in another video, was that he was investing in Disney because that's where he wants to retire. The money is what he's gonna use to retire. So, the objective criteria in the negotiation had to be presented when both of the parties discussed about what the I'm sorry. The objective criteria in the negotiation had to be presented when both of the parties discussed on how the deal was going to be made. Before the negotiation started, George Lucas had told Robert Iger that he wanted to sell Lucasfilm since a few years back before 2012. But he wanted to leave in the hands of a company as big as Lucasfilm, and why not Disney? At that point was when Mr. Iger started the negotiation, and they had to go through an agreement of how much Lucasfilm was worth. This happened during the reopening of the attraction at Disney for Star Wars, when they started talking about this negotiation. Um, it also had not to be the money side of the deal, but also who was going to be in charge. So Star Wars will not get lost. The deal left Kathleen Kennedy. Um, sorry, there. Kathleen Kennedy is this lady right here that you see on your screen right now. Who at that time she was the co-chairman of Lucasfilm. Now, she is the president of Lucasfilm, reporting to Walt Disney Studios chairman Alan Horn. Kathleen Kennedy has been with Lucasfilm for years, and as well as Alan Horn with Disney. That is an example of one of the objective criteria they had to discuss to get into the agreement. The mutual benefit for Lucasfilm is that Kathleen Kennedy will be the brand manager for Star Wars, and she also will be an executive producer in the next Star Wars feature films. As for George Lucas, that you see him in the screen also, he will be a creative consultant for the films. This will ensure that Star Wars does not let go of the storyline or characters, but it will still be alive for many years to come. As for Disney, the benefit they get, it could be even bigger than the amount paid to George Lucas for the acquisition of Lucasfilm. Disney gets all the consumer products, which with their strong marketing strategies, they can even see getting their money back by the end of 2015. With the new release of the next movie in 2015, they can come with another attraction at the Disney theme parks, and with that, all other merchandise that they can sell. So we know how Disney works, and we know Disney marketing is really good, and they can really make more money now that they acquire Lucasfilm, and they're gonna probably add also Indiana Jones and why not different attractions for Star Wars. The affiliation in this negotiation is that both parties are huge in the entertainment business, from video games to computer animation to sound and motion pictures. The addition of Lucasfilm to Disney will create a huge impact in the business industry, which it was surprising, and it also impacted Hollywood, and whenever they signed the deal of Disney buying Lucasfilm. Um, I believe that what went well in the negotiation was that Mr. Iger was just at the right place when George Lucas told him, "Here's Mr. Iger." Um, um, Basically, what happened was Mr. George Lucas went to visit or be present for the reopening of the attraction of Star Wars in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that's when Mr. Lucas told Mr. Iger, that he wanted to. He was planning on selling uh, Lucasfilm. So what it went well is that Mr. Iger was present, was right at the right time, right place, um, and that's how the deal was made. Um, Another thing was that George Lucas was able to keep his 6 employees in the same position once Disney acquired Lucasfilm. Another thing that went well is that Kathleen Kennedy will keep up with brand management, and she will be an executive producer for the films. And the deal made a win-win for each party. Everyone kept their positions, and everyone will be able to work together for a better outcome for both franchises, Disney and Lucasfilm. Um, and after analyzing and researching about the negotiation, something that went wrong was probably the reaction of the Star Wars fans, which they saw a negative response after knowing that Disney was the owner of Lucasfilm. They're really concerned about how Disney's gonna create the movies and all that stuff. I really couldn't see how what really went bad in the negotiation. Um, that's the only thing I could get out of it. Um, the negotiation took place in October of 2012, where the Walt Disney Company bought Lucasfilm Limited for an amount of $4.05 billion in cash and stock. According to the press release that Disney put on its website in October 23rd of 2012, approximately half of the payment was made in cash and 40 million shares at closing. Under the deal, Disney is now the owner of Lucasfilm, including the worldwide known franchise, Star Wars, and all the other businesses: film production, consumer products, animation, visual effects, and audio post production. The negotiation definitely will foster long term relationships because of the upcoming movies, excuse me, and the involvement of George Lucas and Miss Kennedy also. Um, Also, by having George Lucas involvement as a consultant, um, that that will let them be together or have a good relationship. I guess it will foster those relationships. Um, so basically, George Lucas was still working on what one time was his dream, but without a lot of pressure. And Walt Disney will be the one who will get all the pressure from all the fans and everybody else. So this is my presentation. I hope you liked it. I hope it was very informative, and thank you very much for your time. And here are the references where I get all my information and my data. So thank you very much and have a good day.